Hello. The new Alberta Association of Respiratory Therapists is pleased to share this presentation on the history of respiratory therapy regulation in the province of Alberta. We are happy to walk you through the timeline of this history. The evolution of respiratory therapy associations in Alberta dates back to the 1970s. This presentation will outline the significant milestones in the development of associations from 1971 to present day. This will include the new incorporation of the Alberta Association of Respiratory Therapists. The recognition of the respiratory therapy profession in this province was a pivotal one. August 22, 1971, was the date when the Alberta Society of Respiratory Therapists, or ASRT, was officially incorporated under the Alberta Societies Act. This provided a formal recognition of the profession in this province. Some key milestones in regulatory approval and naming took place over the next 20 years. In the fall of 1988, the Alberta Society of Respiratory Therapists, or ASRT, received approval to regulate respiratory therapy as a recognized health profession. This approval was granted by the Health Disciplines Board of the Alberta provincial government. In 1996, a little less than 10 years later, the Alberta Society of Respiratory Therapy officially changed its name to the Alberta College and Association of Respiratory Therapy, or ACART. This reflected the dual role of being not only a society, but regulating the profession and enhancing its governance structure. Around this time, the province started the transition to the Health Professions Act. Less than 10 years after the last name change, ACART voted to change its name to reflect a more professional identity. The new corporate name was the College and Association of Respiratory Therapists of Alberta, or CARTA. This occurred in 2007 and was a way to emphasize the growing role of respiratory therapy in healthcare. This name change was officially proclaimed by the government in 2009. The change marked a significant transition for the profession and allowed it to be placed under the Health Professions Act, which further allowed an enhanced regulatory oversight. CARTA functioned well for the next 14 years as both an association and a regulatory college. On April 1, 2023, the Government of Alberta mandated CARTA, as well as many other dual association and colleges, to officially divest from association activities. This marked a significant shift in CARTA's operational focus. While this presented some operational difficulties, CARTA rose to the challenge to ensure that the college was adhering to the updated regulatory standards and responsibilities. The Health Ministry showed support by approving this decision. Later that year, CARTA's corporate name was officially changed and proclaimed to be the College of Respiratory Therapists of Alberta, or CRTA. The pronunciation of this abbreviation change is still a work in progress. This rebranding reflects the organizational commitment to establishing a distinct identity within the healthcare framework of Alberta. After the divestment of the college from all association activities, it was noted that this could cause a loss of shared purpose and ability for respiratory therapists to collaborate as a network. There was a desire for RTs in Alberta to fulfill our collective needs as a profession. In September of 2023, a group of like-minded individuals came together with the idea of creating a provincial association that would focus on the needs and interests of RTs in Alberta. The members of this group came from all parts of the province and represented most areas that respiratory therapists work. The following list is a list of people who founded the association working group, as well as some members who have joined us as the group's mission grew. The picture is from May of 2025, and it shows the collaboration of this group with the CSRT. This group met on a monthly basis to work through the challenge of creating an association for the province. The College of Respiratory Therapists of Alberta was supportive of this endeavor. A little less than a year after the idea was formulated, and after many meetings, the working group was offered the support of the Canadian Society of Respiratory Therapists. The CSRT offered guidance with how to create and manage an association. The group met in person at the Ottawa CSRT conference as shown on the previous slide. After many hours of meetings and work, the incorporation of the new association became a reality. On June 18th of this year, the Alberta Association of Respiratory Therapists, or the AART, became official. This marked a significant milestone in the representation of respiratory therapists in Alberta. Despite the fact that bylaws had been created, business plans presented, and bank accounts sourced, the new association has a significant amount of work ahead of them. In June, an official board of directors was appointed to oversee the governance, direction, and policy creation, which would ensure the effective leadership of this newly formed association. The future looks bright for the new association. The working group for the AART has created a mission, vision, and values. The mission is that we will contribute to best practice in respiratory therapy by connecting the membership, recognizing excellence, and providing educational opportunities, as well as promoting the profession. Our vision is to inspire greatness and growth in our profession with leading edge, safe, patient focused care. And our core values are connection, recognition, advocacy, and education. Both at the CSRT conference and via email, a survey was shared with the CARTA registrants asking what the top priorities for RTs in Alberta might be. The following 5 initiatives were almost equally determined to be of importance: connecting the membership, recognition of members, networking, promoting the profession, and education. Much work is still required before the AART can open its doors for business. The search is on for a website designer that can meet all the needs of the new association. The AART is actively working on creating an online presence through an official website as well as through social media. The new association wants to create a unique logo that will represent their identity and values. And as the association approaches membership rollout, we need to be prepared for how to manage this, as well as provide ongoing communication to our members. The working group and newly appointed board of the AART saw the need, created a desire, and moved forward with certainty that the future Alberta Association of Respiratory Therapists will be a success. The future is not something we enter, it is something we create. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please direct them to the board at abrtassociation@gmail.com.